Hello everyone, today I will be talking about the different things I'm investing into for the upcoming Phase 2 in Classic Season of Discovery. So far, I've only invested around 200 gold into these things, but I believe I'll end up spending so much more just as a preparation. So the first thing I've been purchasing is Magic Dust. This is an item you can use on a target to CC them for 30 seconds. The price used to be around 20 to 50 silver, but as of right now it's going up slowly. The reason why this is so insane is because it's so useful on a PvP server, but also when you're farming different things in a dungeon. For example, rare items from different dungeon elites. And this item allows you to CC the target, so in Phase 2 it will still remain useful as you can use it in the new dungeons to continue farming. You can farm the magic dust by killing the dust devils in Westfall, but the drop chance is also rather low. And with an item that will be important throughout all the different phases, then the price will slowly increase as the inflation is also increasing. One thing I've invested a lot of gold into is Life Root. The main reason why I purchased these right now is because there's no usage for these in Phase 1. But in Phase 2, when people are going to continue leveling up alchemy, it's going to change. So last week I purchased these for around 1.1 silver each. This was so cheap, also considering that the winter price is 75 copper. So if I'm not able to sell these in Phase 2, then I won't lose a lot of gold. By the time you're watching this video, the price will probably be a lot higher. But then again, we don't even know when Phase 2 is going to be released, so there's going to be many weeks for the price to also settle and go down once again. So I would definitely purchase these if you can get them for anywhere between 1 silver to maybe all the way up to 2 silver each, because the herb will be important throughout all of Phase 2. The main reason is because of the mighty troll potions that allow you to level up your alchemy, but also a consumable that will still be useful at level 40. On top of this, all alchemy guides out there also recommend people to use life roots to craft greater healing potions to level in between 155 to 185. And warriors who wish to get their whirlwind weapon will also need to provide 8 life roots. Another speculation I've also done is about nature protection potions. Yeah, they require life roots, and who knows, maybe there's a boss in Phase 2 that does nature damage where the protection potion will also be useful. Even though it might not end up being useful, then I also got the life roots super cheap, and then I can level up by crafting the nature protection potions, so it's going to be a win-win no matter what. In Phase 1, they introduced new patterns and recipes for different professions that allowed us to craft epic items. Maybe there will even be new items in Phase 2 as well. Therefore, I'm stacking up on leatherworking materials, for example heavy leather and heavy hide. Yeah, even thick leather as well. So I purchase these whenever I can get them for almost the same as the winter price. Yeah, there's no rush right now, and you don't have to purchase them for 10 silver or more. No, just wait a bit, or even try to collect them when you're skinning in Phase 1. Heavy hide is for example used to level up your leatherworking, where you craft cured heavy hide in between 155 to 160. But if you pay attention, then in between 180 to 220 you are required to use so much cured heavy hide, and this is just for one player. When there's more than thousands of players, there's also going to be a high demand. But we also gotta remember there's going to be many people leveling and skinning creatures as they're leveling up, where they also get heavy hide. So make sure not to invest too much gold, or at least not pay too much for the material, as there's going to be a ton of this on the auction house in Phase 2. Another speculation is if fire protection potions will also be useful. In Phase 2 we know Nomagan is going to be the new raid, and who knows, maybe there's going to be bombs and other things that causes a lot of fire damage. If this is going to be a reality, then the price for small flame sack and fire oil will definitely also increase, and right now you can farm the small flame sack in wetlands from the different whelps. Or you could invest into it on the auction house, but right now I feel like the price is way too expensive, also because it's only speculations. If they're going to confirm fire damage, then I will immediately also go to the auction house and try to empty it for small flame sacks. But the other material you need, the fire oil, I have invested into. Or well, actually into the firefin snappers. These fish you use to craft the fire oil, and I used these to level up my alchemy in Phase 1. This was a cheap solution, and it also allowed me to get materials for Phase 2, just in case they're going to be important. The good thing about the firefin snappers and the fire oil is that it's way cheaper right now compared to the small flame sack. So if you would like to invest a bit of gold into this and also the speculation, then it's way better to purchase the fish and the fire oil. Worst case, then you can also sell the fire oil in phase 2 to people who wish to level up the tailoring, or even as an investment for phase 3 for the greater fire protection potion. So I feel like it's a kind of safe investment compared to the small flame sack. In a moment I'll show you a couple of more investments that I do for phase 2, but I actually have so many more investments I do, and all of these I've covered in my investment guide. By purchasing this investment guide, you of course gain early access to everything that I buy, and that way you'll also be making a bigger profit. And you will also help me as a content creator, so I can end up spending even more time on videos and other things on the channel. Last week I purchased these fish for anywhere between 1 to 2 silver. Then this week they were all of a sudden more than 5 silver, and as I'm making this video we're talking about 10 silver each. And I believe the price will continue to increase. At least it did this in original classic as we progressed and more people also got more gold. And even though the fish doesn't buff your character, then it provides you with a nice illusion. You can even get a ninja costume as well. And for those people that don't like the character's appearance or gear set, well, then this is a great way to finally look a bit better. And therefore, this item will stay relevant and the price will continue to increase. In phase 1, elemental water is not used for anything, and there's a quest in Ashenwell where you will need to slay elementals that drops the elemental water. Therefore, I just purchased these on the auction house as people post them for almost the same as the winter price. Yeah, sometimes even cheaper. So in my opinion, it's a safe investment, and who knows, maybe in phase 2 they might introduce a new recipe or pattern that requires elemental water. Some days you can get Swift Pistols super cheap, we're talking about 5 to 10 silver each, and I honestly believe you should purchase as many as possible, as Swift Pistol will stay relevant for all of Classic Season of Discovery. The reason for this is because this material is used to craft the Pistol Tea, a consumable you can use as a rogue to instantly restore 100 energy. So useful in PvP, but also in PvE situations if you wish to perform even better. Besides this, it's also used for 2 different potions, and the Swiftness potion will be relevant for all of Classic Season of Discovery, as you need this potion as a flag carrier, but also if you're about to die in the open world and you would just like to get away quickly. As of right now, you can go to open world vendors and purchase different recipes and patterns that might be relevant in phase 2. But the thing is that the restock time is so quickly and many people already have a ton of these, so I feel like it might actually be a bad decision to even spend time and gold purchasing these. Maybe I might be wrong about this. Let me know your thoughts by posting a comment below the video. If you're currently interested in gold making, then I would highly recommend you to also check out my channel. There you can find a ton of different gold making videos for phase 1, and in the future I'll of course also publish even more. I wish you all a Merry Christmas, and thanks to everyone who support the channel by being a subscriber. Peace!